As you can see, I've reassembled the 424, got all the knobs back on it and replaced the one that was missing. Before I move to test recordings and making some music on this, last thing I want to do is calibrate the levels that the tape receives and sends back. Everything's plugged back in, but I haven't put the screws back into the case. What I'm going to be doing is leaving the case open like this. Cardboard tube holding it open means I can still put a tape in it. Like so. Paid a pretty penny for this from genlab.com. It's some dude in New Zealand who's got some decent equipment, and he's accurately recording sine waves of the same amplitude to 4 different tracks. I can still press play on this here, and you can see the signals coming back from the 4 channels. I've got the tape out, it's up to this Chinese oscilloscope. So the first thing I want to be doing is checking that the playback level is the same from all 4 of the channels. So over here I'm going to plug it into the 4 different ones, and I'm not too bothered about measuring an exact voltage. Just channel 4 is a little bit quieter. It's not coming up to 2 bars and whatever this is set at. On a 244 or 246 I'd also be calibrating the input meters. So over here on the record playback bottom board, you can see we're organised into channels. We've got, you can see that record level, the playback level, record level, playback level. So that's track 4, track 3, track 2, track 1, etc. So if I get this little ceramic screwdriver and I plug it into the playback level for channel 4, by adjusting that I can change the level of playback. Now you can see as I plug that into the different tape outs on the back of the 424, they're not absolutely the same level, but it's close enough. Having established that there's some uniformity about the level of signal that's coming back from a commercially produced test tape, if I would just record the same note on all 4 channels, then if the record amps are set up correctly, then the playback level should be the same coming back from all 4. So I'll just sweep through and record like 10 seconds or something of the same tone. So I've got them all set, so playing the same note continuously lights the -3 decibel segment of the display. I can already see 4's pretty hot, 3's dropping down a little bit as well, but channel 1's a lot quieter. We're somewhat dependent on the assumption that this tape's okay, that there isn't something that's happened physically to the tape or magnetically to the tape that makes, you know, that edge of the tape less responsive, but I'm assuming that it's okay. I've recorded on this tape a bit and it seems alright. I'm going to turn up channel 1 and turn down channel 4. Here we are back inside again, and using my ceramic tipped mini screwdriver. So the record levels are these ones. Channel 4 I'm going to turn down, and then channel 1 I want to turn up quite a bit. So I'll leave 2 and 3 where they are and record over channel 1 and 4. Yeah, 4's about right now. I mean, it's flickering a little bit, but it is hitting -3. And on the next pass I will plug in the oscilloscope. So I've got in repeat mode over the short bit of tape. And I'm pretty satisfied that the output from all 4 channels, I'm getting about the same, you know, width of wiggly caterpillar from the synth signal. I would be confident that I could take this machine now, and depending on what that meter is saying to me, I could get a sense of how hard I'm driving the input preamps, how hard I'm driving the cassette. And at that point, this is ready to make music on.